रोज मेरे को डाउट आता था कि मैं प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ, ज़रा सा उस दिन कुछ ख़राब हो गया, कुछ हो गया ऐसा, या प्रिपरेशन सही नहीं जा रही है तो परसेंटेज आएगी या नहीं आएगी. बट अगेन मतलब ये तो सारी एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स हैं. यू जस्ट हैव टू लाइक फोकस ऑन द मेन थिंग, दैट इज़ योर प्रिपरेशन. मतलब उसी पे जस्ट हैव टू कॉन्स्टेंटली maintain your calm and maintain your like attention. Like just have to be motivated all throughout.
Hi everyone, welcome to Chamomile Tea with Toppers, an initiative by Unacademy. My name is Shweta. The Common Admission Test or the CAT is one of the toughest competitive exams in this country. And आज हमारे साथ हैं Kush Saxena, who topped this exam with 99.81 percentile. Hi Kush, welcome to the show.
Hi.
We recently had his twin brother, Love Saxena, on this show. And like they say, there are always two sides of a coin. So let's hear what the other twin has to say. What's his story like? So Kush, tell me something. Was there always that competition between the two of you?
There was always competition between us. And the fact that there was competition, this is what made sure that we kind of got good results in the end.
Right.
मुझे याद है कि हम साथ में पढ़ते थे, साथ में mock test देते थे, and so after we used to get scores of mocks, we used to analyze the paper together. ठीक है, compare करते थे कि किसने कौन सा question किया है, किसने नहीं किया है.
तो healthy competition, right?
Healthy competition ना, कभी-कभी unhealthy भी रहता था.
अच्छा.
But yeah, most of it was kind of productive for us because we actually got to know a lot of strengths and weaknesses.
Right.
Because we had two of us, right? So both of us had their own.
So did you like help each other out? Like
Definitely.
if he was strong at some things that you were not, did he like pitch in and did you help him out?
Right. So definitely it was there.
Yeah.
So Love was kind of a little stronger in quant and LRDI, whereas I was kind of strong in verbal. So we kind of helped each other out, and our preparation kind of complemented each other. So
and so was there any differences between your styles of preparation, or was it like साथ में ही पढ़ते थे, so you know we kind of have each other's back and we'll help each other through this?
Okay, so it was kind of different because both of us had our own thought process and the way to go about the preparation.
Right.
But then we always tried to kind of match our time of study. We mostly used to study together, but yeah, it was a possibility sometimes that we used to do different things, right? But whereas we used to sit together, that was one thing which kind of helped us because you know when there's this other person who is sitting, तो मुझे भी लगता है कि हाँ यार वो पढ़ रहे हैं तो मुझे भी पढ़ना चाहिए.
हाँ, that motivates
that,
you, right?
That motivation is there कि हाँ कोई कर रहा है, preparation कर रहा है, right? And we like hear about all the aspirants, but we had like each other inside our own house, right? एक aspirant तो था कि मतलब ये prepare कर रहे हैं तो करना ही है, इससे अच्छा करना है, जो भी करना है.
So why an MBA, Kush? As in, we know that you're an engineer. So was it just like a natural next step, logical next step, or was it like कि ठीक है love भी कर रहा है तो let's also look at you know whether this is a good option for me?
So there's a very interesting story about this. So Love actually was preparing for CAT, right? And at that time मैंने सोचा था कि मैं MBA तो नहीं करूँगा. There is just one degree which I want to do, and after that I want to be done with education,
right? For
good. But मतलब MBA is something you know which kind of gives you a pathway to different things.
Correct.
Like see, I wanted to do music before. So after doing an MBA, I thought कि हाँ यार मतलब ये MBA करके I can probably get into brand management in music, something like that. So that is what excited me. And plus CAT preparation एक ऐसी चीज़ है like it kind of is very enticing for the other person who kind of has a knack for this thing.
Right.
Because engineers के पास like they have this aptitude for quant skills, even you know logical reasoning.
Correct.
So ये देख के लगा कि हाँ ये कर सकते हैं मतलब this is something which we can prepare for. And the fact that Love was preparing, yes, that was a definite motivation factor. कि हाँ यार दूसरा बंदा prepare कर रहा है तो मैं भी try तो करता हूँ कि like how is it, right? How would it go about? So that is what kind of motivated me to go for an MBA.
Okay. So अब preparation के बारे में थोड़ा और discuss करते हैं. What was your basic preparation strategy like for the CAT exam?
Okay, so the one thing which I would really want to emphasize for the aspirants is that कि routine होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Like it's like playing an instrument. I have quoted this analogy a lot because you know, again being a musician, I kind of relate with that. Because see, if you are trying to learn an instrument, so practicing it every day is very very important. If you lose track of it even once, so then you know you just have to start it all over again. So CAT का भी ऐसा ही है. Like let's say that if I am not good at quant, or because there are these 3 sections in the exam nowadays. So one is quantitative aptitude, second is logical reasoning, and third is verbal ability. So let's say that being an engineer, engineers का problem होता है कि they are not good at verbal. Right. So if you have that problem, तो मतलब you just have to go about a routine. जैसे what I used to do was कि मैं रोज so I had this problem with LRDI. मेरे को LRDI का थोड़ा सा problem रहता था. So then I made sure कि मैं रोज at least 4 sets LRDI के solve कर रहा हूँ without fail. Right. And it really does not matter कि कितना tired हूँ मैं. Right. कितना बड़ा दिन रहा है मेरा.
But फिर आपका focus उससे impact नहीं होता. Like if you're tired and you're working on these problems, do you still have that strength and mental vigor to work those questions out?
Okay, so yeah, that was definitely there.
Yeah.
कि जब भी long tiring day के बाद लगता था कि यार अब तो light ही लेते हैं, अब तो why should we like put in the effort?
Exactly.
But ये भी होता था मतलब and which I used to do by the way. I used to slack off a lot in the initial few days. But बाद में लगा कि यार अगर मैं आज छोड़ दूंगा ना तो कल यही चीज would bug me, right? Then it would again come back to haunt me, which I did not want. ये चीज मैं ensure करता था कि आज का काम आज ही खत्म करना है. After a while, and after that, it kind of got into my routine. So that is what I really want to emphasize कि having a routine is very important.
Right.
और ये थोड़ा regurgitative prep है मतलब काफी repetitive है. So you kind of have to have a lot of patience for this. ठीक है जैसे रोज एक ही चीज करनी पड़ेगी.
Correct.
Right. But करनी है वो because that is something which will help you in the end.
And आपने job के साथ prepare किया, right?
So okay, so it was kind of a mix of both. So actually I was working in a startup.
Okay.
So my work hours were not very demanding per se, but at the same time, I prepared while I was working. So
that can get a little more difficult, right?
Definitely it can. But the one thing which really helps in this case, which is not the case in the case of college students, is that कि हमारे पास एक routine होता है. So we have this fixed working hours.
Right.
8 से 6 काम करना है. उसके बाद you have the entire day to yourself, which
entire night to yourself.
Entire night, exactly, right? Yeah. Exactly. So you just have to kind of utilize those extra hours of the night. Right? Maybe थोड़ा सा compromise कर लिया सोने पे, but इस पे काम करना है. Whereas college students के case में it's kind of different, क्योंकि उनका पूरा दिन खाली होता है. So then मतलब you just have a lot of things to do.
Right.
During the day.
So what were some of the resources that you used, and how did you split your time between these 3 sections?
Okay. So my first and foremost kind of strength area was verbal. So verbal के लिए I made sure कि मेरे को इससे ऊपर ही जाना है, ठीक है? So for that I kind of practiced 3 things. One was the GMAT file for 1000 RCs. Reading comprehension की GMAT file आती है. It has 1000 RCs.
Okay.
So I practiced that daily. I used to practice 4 to 5 RCs every day.
So did you finish the entire 100
No,
RCs?
did not,
Okay.
right? So yeah, but reached a decent number. I think reached around 300 something.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, that is what I did. And there's this critical reasoning file also, again by the name of 1000 CR file, but again for GMAT, right? Because और GMAT का specifically मैं क्यों prepare करता था? Because GMAT's English is kind of more tougher than CAT's.
Right.
So if you kind of are acclimatized to that level, तो ये भी help करेगा ये चीज़. So that is what I used to do. Then English में ये करता था. English में I mostly used to practice RCs, CRs. Quant में per se I used to practice coaching institutes का material because and yes specifically test papers. क्योंकि ये होता क्या है कि कई बार की ना कि जो coaching institute के material होता है उसमें जो level होता है वो progressive होता है. It would start from the easiest question and then it would go on till the most difficult question.
Right.
So if you feel that you're you can do the easier questions quickly, so then you just have to increase your speed. मुझे आगे बढ़ना है, right? I just have to do more questions, है ना? तो that is what I used to do कि मैं test paper उठाई करता था.
तो वो test papers did you do it in a timed setting?
Okay, test papers initially I did not.
Okay.
Because क्योंकि test papers में क्या होता है कि coaching institute अपने best questions डालते हैं.
हाँ.
So एक बहुत अच्छी practice मिल जाती है. 34 questions बहुत अच्छे question मिलेंगे तुम्हें.
हाँ.
तो initially मैं without time करता था.
अच्छा.
Just for practice.
Okay.
Once I got like used to doing those questions, मैं once में थोड़ा normal हो गया वो questions करते हुए. Once they started coming naturally to me, तब मैं उसको time दे करने लगा. And yeah, there was a time frame also. Since September, I used to do every test in a timed manner. Because September, October, November, 3 months are the crucial time
months,
where you have to kind of time your strategy.
Right.
So that is what I used to do.
Right. And now that the test paper is online, did you practice those questions online itself, or were you taking those on pen and paper? How were you doing?
I mean I think that's a thanks a lot for putting up this question.
Yeah.
So आई मेड श्योर कि ना मैं जब रीडिंग भी कर रहा हूँ तो मैं ऑनलाइन मटेरियल से ही करूँगा,
हाँ,
बिकॉज मुझे पता है कि मेरे को टेस्ट है 3 घंटे कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन पे
exactly, right.
फोकस करना है.
Hmm,
सो यू हैव टू हैव द स्टैमिना होना
Right.
चाहिए कि तुम बैठे हुई जगह पे और कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन पे फोकस कर रहे हो,
hmm,
बिकॉज ये कंप्यूटर स्क्रीन इज मोर टैक्सिंग देन द एक्चुअल पेपर
hmm,
टू द आईज.
hmm,
तो मैं इनफैक्ट न्यूज़पेपर भी जब मैं पढ़ता था रीडिंग के लिए,
hmm,
आई यूज टू डू द रीडिंग ऑनलाइन,
hmm,
ई न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ता था, ठीक
right.
है, जस्ट टू गेट माई सेल्फ अकस्टम्ड टू
Right.
ऑनलाइन रीडिंग, ठीक है, एंड एवरीथिंग आई यूज टू डू ऑनलाइन.
Right.
ठीक है,
What
I-
about जो टेस्ट पेपर्स आपने जो अभी बोला वो भी आप ऑनलाइन करते थे?
Yes, they were also online. So
Okay.
because ये test papers मिल जाते हैं easily, मतलब I think a lot of coaching institutes give out their test series. So
Right.
I actually bought the test series of every institute.
Okay.
No, 4 institutes to be
हाँ.
specific: IMS, Time,
हाँ.
CL, and there's
हाँ.
this another institute called Tathagat
हाँ,
in
हाँ.
CP. तो
हाँ.
इन चारों की test series मैंने ली हुई थी,
हाँ.
ठीक है, and I used to practice their tests.
But talking about the preparation, वो आपने खुद से किया, right?
Preparation was all our effort, क्योंकि
Okay.
because we thought कि जैसे Quant और LRD है was something which we thought we can do easily.
Right.
And verbal is just practice. It's pure practice.
Right.
And it all comes down to logic. तो मतलब at the end of the day, I feel कि मतलब yeah, if somebody feels कि इनको coaching के लिए जाना चाहिए, so then they should go.
Hmm.
But we felt कि हाँ मतलब doing practice ourselves and that too
So it
every
is
day.
something that you can do without coaching as well.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Don't need to join a coaching.
Right. And when we're talking about the preparation, you said quant is something that came naturally to you. Was there any other? We didn't really talk about the quant section.
Hmm.
So is there any other strategies that you used for quant itself to increase speed or to decide which are the questions that you should avoid or go in for to maximize your score?
All right. So I mean that's a part of the test strategy.
Hmm.
So quant में specifically मैं क्या करता था
Hmm.
कि paper आते ही I
Hmm.
used to just glance through each and every question.
Okay.
I used to take 5 minutes, 5
हम्म।
मिनट लेके मैं पूरा क्वेश्चन देख लेता था,
हाँ.
पूरा क्वेश्चन पेपर देख लिया,
हाँ.
मेरे को पता चलता कि पेपर का ऑल लेवल कैसा है, डिफिकल्टी लेवल कैसा है.
Hmm.
दैट यूज्ड टू डिसाइड माय स्पीड कि मेरे को तेज
Right.
जाना है या धीरे जाना है,
Uh-huh.
क्योंकि आजकल जो है टेस्ट कैट स्पेसिफिकली बहुत ज़्यादा स्पीड फोकस हो गया है,
Right.
बिकॉज क्वेश्चंस आर इजियर और जो स्कोर है वो बहुत ज़्यादा क्वेश्चंस करने पे आता है,
Mhm.
राइट. सो इफ यू अटेम्प्ट 30 आउट ऑफ 34 क्वेश्चंस देन यू गेट अ 98.5 प्लस परसेंटाइल.
Mhm.
सो मतलब नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, नंबर ऑफ अटेम्प्ट्स बहुत बढ़ गए हैं लोगों के.
Mhm.
सो दैट इज व्हाट आई यूज्ड टू डू कि
हम्म।
पेपर देख के ना एक गेज कर लिया 5 मिनट लेके कि लेवल कैसा है पेपर का,
हम्म।
डिफिकल्टी लेवल कैसा है,
Mhm.
एंड देन आफ्टर दैट आई यूज्ड टू गो अबाउट द क्वेश्चन इन 3 आइटरेशंस.
Okay.
जैसे एक बार 5 मिनट लेके क्वेश्चन देख लिया, मेरे को पता है कि तेज जाना है मुझे,
Hmm.
तो मैं पहली आइटरेशन लूंगा पेपर की,
हाँ.
उससे मैं ना सबसे पहले सारे इजियर क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करूंगा,
Okay.
जो सबसे इजीएस्ट है. देखते ही
हाँ.
मतलब कुछ बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन होते हैं ऐसे,
हाँ.
देयर अराउंड 10
Elimination
क्वेश्चंस,
या फिर
एलिमिनेशन
ऐसे, हाँ.
करके ऑप्शंस देख के लगा लिए,
ठीक है.
हो जाते हैं. या
हाँ.
फिर बहुत बेसिक क्वेश्चन आते हैं कुछ से, ज्योमेट्री का एक बेसिक क्वेश्चन आ गया,
हाँ, हाँ.
वो कर लिया.
Mhm.
सो इन द फर्स्ट गो आई यूज्ड टू सॉल्व दिस 10 ऑड क्वेश्चन, 10 to 12 ऑड क्वेश्चंस.
Okay.
तो ऐसे मेरे को ना एक सेटिस्फैक्शन आ जाता था कि हाँ इतना पेपर तो सॉल्व हो गया है,
हाँ, हाँ.
ठीक है. नाउ आई वुड गो अबाउट द सेकंड रंग ऑफ क्वेश्चंस,
Okay.
सेकंड लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी,
Right.
एंड दैट आई यूज्ड टू मार्क इन द फर्स्ट गो इटसेल्फ.
Mhm.
जैसे ना जब पहली बार पेपर करते समय पहले जो इजी क्वेश्चन होते थे उनको मैं एकदम कर देता था,
Hmm.
और होता था कि जो थोड़ा सा एफर्ट लगेगा बट हो जाएंगे, उन क्वेश्चंस को मैं एक सेकंड अपने पेपर पे शीट पे लिख लेता था,
हाँ,
ड्राफ्ट
हाँ.
शीट पे,
हाँ.
ये 20 सेकंड
हाँ.
क्वेश्चन है, ये एक सेकंड लेवल में जा रहा है.
हाँ, हाँ.
देन आई यूज्ड टू गो अबाउट इट इन द सेकंड गो, ठीक
Right.
है, गो अबाउट दीस क्वेश्चंस.
Okay.
तो ये दो राउंड्स के बाद अराउंड 20 odd questions all हो जाते थे.
Okay.
And then after that, in the last go, I used to look at the rest of the questions.
Okay. So based on if time is left and
Exactly,
those, okay.
exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, this makes sure कि मतलब कि ना कि तुम easier question नहीं छोड़ रहे हो,
हम्म।
because ये तो opportunity cost है ना. कोई
Right.
भी difficult question करने के ज़्यादा marks नहीं मिलते हैं.
हाँ.
Marks तो same ही है हर एक question के.
हाँ.
So why not do the easier questions
Right.
first and then move to the difficult questions, because difficult questions take time.
Right. But is that something you expected when you gave the exam कि भाई मेरा तो 99 आएगा, 99% से ज़्यादा आएगा?
Okay. So
हाँ.
that is something which I did not expect but prepared for it.
Okay.
Because see, I do not have great ACATs,
Hmm.
so that's why I kind of put extra effort in CAT prep. मैंने
Right.
बहुत एफर्ट डाला CAT prep में
Hmm.
टू मेक श्योर कि परसेंटाइल आ जाए, जिससे कि कॉल्स तो आए कम से कम, बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ एस्पिरेंट्स हैव दिस कंप्लेंट कि यार
Right.
ACATs खराब हैं तो कॉल ही नहीं आएगा
हाँ,
इंस्टीट्यूट से.
हाँ.
तो मेरा भी यही कंसर्न था.
So Kush, it would be great if you could sum your experience up in totality, right from the time that you decided to give the CAT exam to the actual test day, and then uske baad the interview. What are some of the tips and tricks that you would like to give aspirants? What will really help them through this entire journey?
So one thing which I want to share about the preparation schedule is कि you just have to endure the entire process. जैसे कई बार क्या होता है कि CAT prep के बारे में सोचा है कि मेरे को करनी है, बट फिर डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस देख के यू काइंड ऑफ लूज द मोटिवेशन टू डू इट ऑल टुगेदर. तो वैसा नहीं करना है. वंस यू डिसाइड कि कैट प्रेप करनी है तो जस्ट बी इन दैट जोन ऑल टुगेदर. ठीक है, एंडेवर करना है प्रोसेस को एंड ट्राई टू गेट बेटर एवरी डे. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं है कि जैसे कुछ क्वेश्चन होंगे जो विच यू कैन सॉल्व एवरी डे. ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट डे यू हैव टू सॉल्व डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस. सेम ही क्वेश्चंस को दोबारा सॉल्व करके यू डोंट रियली गेट बेटर एट इट, राइट? तो प्रोग्रेसिवली अपने आप को आगे बढ़ना है, बिकॉज यू जस्ट हैव टू गेट अहेड इन टर्म्स ऑफ योर प्रिपरेशन. ठीक है, प्रिपरेशन के केस में ये चीज़ मुझे बहुत हेल्प करी थी. और सेकंड चीज़ वो जो रूटीन, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, कि रोज़ मेरा एक स्पेसिफिक रूटीन होना चाहिए कि मेरे को इतने RCs करने हैं, इतने क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग क्वेश्चंस करने हैं, इतने LRDS सेट्स करने हैं और इतने टॉपिक्स क्वांट के टच करने हैं रोज़. ठीक है, तो ये प्लान तो दिमाग में होना ही चाहिए. इसके बगैर प्रेपरेशन काइंड ऑफ मूव्स इन अ हेवायर जोन. तो वो वैसा नहीं करना है. एक प्रॉपर स्केड्यूल और स्ट्रक्चर होना चाहिए प्रेपरेशन का. दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एज फार एज द एक्चुअल टेस्ट डे इज कंसर्न, ठीक है, वंस यू हैव एक्चुअली डन अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेप ना, तो उस दिन में नर्वसनेस नहीं होगी. ऑनेस्टली, मतलब जस्ट टेक इट फ्रॉम मी कि बिल्कुल नहीं होगी उस दिन नर्वसनेस. उस दिन ऐसा लगेगा कि ठीक है, एक नॉर्मल मॉक टेस्ट की तरह लगेगा. बट इवन इफ यू आर नर्वस तो देन इट्स ओके यार. मतलब एक करियर का सवाल है तो नर्वस तो होता ही है इंसान. ठीक है, तो जस्ट काइंड ऑफ टेक इट इन गुड सेट कि हाँ नर्वस हो रहे हैं, बट एट सेम टाइम यू विल परफॉर्म योर बेस्ट इफ यू आर प्रिपेयर्ड वेल. तो डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट ऑल टुगेदर. बाकी स्ट्रैटेजीज फॉलो करनी है. यू हैव टू फॉलो टेस्ट स्ट्रैटेजी. बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है. जैसे मैंने टेस्ट स्ट्रैटेजी के बारे में बात करी है, लोग अपनी टेस्ट स्ट्रैटेजी डेवलप कर सकते हैं. इट्स ऑल अप टू देम. ठीक है, तो जस्ट काइंड ऑफ एक्सपेरिमेंट थ्रू मॉक्स, डेवलप अ स्ट्रैटेजी, फाइन ट्यून इट एंड देन लाइक एग्जीक्यूट इट इन ऑन द एक्चुअल कैट डे. तो ये अपना प्रोसेस है. जस्ट गो थ्रू इट वंस. ठीक है, एज फार एज द इंटरव्यू इज कंसर्न, आई वुड से रिमेन वेरी वेरी काम इन द इंटरव्यू. ठीक है, जैसे कई बार क्या होता है, लोग ज़बरदस्ती नर्वस हो जाते हैं. इंटरव्यू को वही एक इंटरव्यू की तरह बिल्कुल नहीं लेना होता, एक कॉन्वर्सेशन की तरह लेना है. ज़्यादा से क्या होगा, रिजेक्ट हो जाओगे, अगले साल फिर क्या देना है, नंबर ऑफ अटेम्प्ट्स का तो कोई बार है नहीं. ठीक है, तो या जस्ट डोंट बी नर्वस इन द इंटरव्यू. जस्ट काइंड ऑफ टेक इट एज अ कॉन्वर्सेशन. जैसे एक अपने दोस्त से बात कर रहे हो, जस्ट काइंड ऑफ टेक द इंटरव्यू एज दैट. तो इंटरव्यू में देर इज नॉट मच टू से. एंड या अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इज दैट यू टेक योर इंटरव्यू इन अ डायनामिक वे. ठीक है, अगर तुम्हें पता है कि ये तुम्हारी एक स्ट्रेंथ है, जैसे कुछ लोग हैं जो क्रिकेट में बहुत अच्छे होते हैं, सो मेक इट अ पॉइंट टू टॉक अबाउट क्रिकेट इन द इंटरव्यू. ठीक है, इट डज नॉट रियली मैटर कि वो जो क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे वही आंसर करना है. यू कैन ट्राई टू पिच इन विद योर ओन इनपुट कि हाँ, सो अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस आई लाइक प्लेइंग क्रिकेट एज वेल, मैंने ये क्रिकेट में ये किया है. तो दिस काइंड ऑफ रियली हेल्प्स ड्राइव द इंटरव्यू फॉरवर्ड. ठीक है, ये एक इंटरव्यू को टॉकिंग पॉइंट देता है इंटरव्यू में पूछने के लिए. एंड आफ्टर दैट, एक बार इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस हो गया, once you get an admit, तो तब तो मतलब then it's all pretty chill. MBA is kind of very very demanding and at the same time rewarding. ठीक है, because 2 years of MBA would kind of be over in a whiff. ठीक है, I am in second year right now, मुझे पता भी नहीं है. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अभी कल ही तो कैट प्रेप करी थी, कल ही कैट दिया है. So yeah, it's a very enjoyable experience. तो enjoy this, ठीक है, rather than just cribbing about it कि यार ये कैट प्रेप करनी है, ये करना है. तो ये enjoy करके just go through this journey once, and I'm telling you, you would be rewarded in the end.
So Kush, thank you for so candidly sharing your experience of the entire journey, as well as breaking it down into all the 3 phases. So we have some questions from our learners, frequently asked questions on some of the other videos. So it'll be great if you could answer that and help guide them on these points. So the first question is, what are some of the novels and books that I should read to improve my reading comprehension capabilities? Do you have any particular recommendations?
Okay, very good question, I would say. So people who are readers, उनकी भी tendency होती है, they tend to pick books of Indian authors. And I'm not saying that that's wrong, but it's just that कि जैसे RC में the language is a bit on the tougher side.
Right.
So you just kind of have to acclimatize your mind to read tough English. तो उसके लिए I would suggest कि read classic literature. ठीक है, उसमें read English literature if you like. George Orwell, you can pick up his novels, 1984.
Old Man History.
Again, Ernest Hemingway, a great novel.
Yeah.
And then what else? Animals Farm, very good novel to read. और उसके अलावा you can read Spanish literature like Miguel de Cervantes, you can read Don Quixote, and Russian literature even, Fyodor Dostoevsky you can read. So these are novels which would challenge your mind, and it would kind of encourage it to read between the lines. Because क्या होता है कई बार कि ऐसा नहीं है कि हम कैट प्रेप के लिए पूरी डिक्शनरी तो नहीं रख सकते. That's not possible. So you just kind of have to train your mind to even surmise the meaning of a word which you don't know per se. So that is what I used to do.
But literature is tough, especially if you're saying Spanish
It's
and
very tough.
Russian literature. So how did you did you always find it easy to read these books, or
Not at all,
did you
not at
work
all.
on them?
So I actually haven't been a reader before.
Okay.
So first I started with the newspaper.
हाँ,
So I developed this habit of reading the newspaper every day.
Okay.
So I used to read Hindu.
हाँ.
और हिंदू में मैं पूरा नहीं पढ़ता था because obviously इतना मतलब इतना ज़्यादा इन्वेस्ट नहीं किया जाता कर सकता था उस टाइम पे. Right. Because being a new reader मतलब मेरे को लगा कि पहले इनिशियली जस्ट हैव टू गो थ्रू द एडिटोरियल पेजेस. तो पहले 2 पेजेस वो पढ़ता था. ठीक है, एडिटोरियल के 2 पेजेस होते हैं हिंदू में. वन इज द एडिटोरियल पेज एंड अदर इज द ओपिनियन पेज. वो 2 पढ़ के you just develop a basic kind of vocabulary उसमें because good words are also used in that. And after that I started reading these literature, classic novels. तो उस केस में initially it was tough. Again मतलब ये भी process है कि you just have to endure through it. ऐसा नहीं कि यार पहले लग रहा है कि पढ़ा difficult लगा तो छोड़ दिया. ये नहीं करना है because वही है कि you just have to train your mind to read even tough words, tough language. तो initially it was very tough obviously. मतलब बहुत अजीब लगता था कि छोड़ देते हैं यार क्या ही पकड़ लिया है. राइट, शुड रीड इजी स्टफ. बट उसका देन अगेन देयर इज नो पॉइंट. इजी स्टफ तो मैं आज ही पढ़ता हूँ, कल ही पढ़ता हूँ.
So now it's something that you enjoy.
Exactly, now it is something which I enjoy. Right, अगर मेरे पास अब खाली टाइम होता है instead of sometimes reading instead of sometimes watching Netflix मैं read कर लेता हूँ मतलब, which is again like काफी geeky हो गया बोलने में, but yeah I enjoy doing that now.
Okay, that's nice. So the second question from one of our learners is, how many questions have you attempted in the exam?
Okay, so these days CAT जो है थोड़ा सा easy हो गया है on the easier side, especially quant. तो quant में you just have to go for 30+ attempts for sure. ठीक है, and you have to prepare content in this way. क्योंकि 30+ questions attempt करने के लिए you have to know all the topics. कोई भी topic मैं छोड़ नहीं सकता हूँ. Be it PNC, be it probability, कोई भी topic नहीं छोड़ सकता मैं. Even geometry for that matter. बहुत सारे लोग छोड़ देते हैं, सोचिए यार difficult है. तो ऐसा नहीं करना है, कोई भी topic नहीं छोड़ना है and aim for 30+ attempts. If you're eyeing a 99+ percentile. ठीक है, it depends on what are your aims. ठीक है, I had the same कि मेरे को तो 100 ही लाना है मतलब. ठीक है, so then eventually I got 98.81. So this is how it works. Whatever you aim, you would get a little, you would be an underachiever.
That's true.
So aim for the highest, that's what I would say. So aim for all the 34 questions. Okay, and yeah, but then your decent number of attempts should be at least 30+ in quant. And as far as verbal is concerned, it is again purely based on your competence in that paper. So in that there is no minimum number of attempts. Whatever you can do that. ठीक है, so ideally good number of attempts is between 20 to 30. Depends.
All right. अब जो तीसरा question है, that is more on the eligibility for the CAT exam. So what is the eligibility for this exam?
So I think eligibility for this exam is you have to be a graduate or be in the final year of your undergraduation to write this exam. And I think so the percentage criteria is like 50%. You have to have minimum 50% of marks.
In your 10th and 12th.
In your 10th, in 10th, 12th and even graduation for that matter. So yeah, this eligibility criteria is pretty relaxed as far as CAT is concerned. Yeah, although it's not true for other exams, yeah, but for CAT it's relaxed.
Okay. And अब जो next questions है, that's more on the mock tests. So how accurate are the mock test scores?
Okay. Again, ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा मतलब मेरे को affect करती थी ये चीज़, because I had love to prepare with, right? तो कई बार होता था कि उसके बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स आते थे मॉक में, मेरे नहीं आते थे. कई बार ऐसे भी होता था कि मेरे अच्छे आते थे, उसके नहीं आते थे. तो मतलब he used to take it very lightly, but I used to take it on ego यार कि मेरे कम कैसे आ गए. Which is something again I want to say this to the aspirants कि ऐसा नहीं करना है. Don't take mock test scores as your final score. ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं करना है, because मैंने ऐसे काफ़ी सारे लोग भी देखे हैं. इनफैक्ट FMS में बहुत हाई परसेंटाइलर्स ऐसे लोग हैं जो मॉक्स में अंडर परफॉर्म करते थे, and whereas very good performers in mock, right, kind of ended up scoring not so well in CAT.
Okay.
So it kind of works either ways. Mock test scores are not evaluating criteria for your preparation. For sure उससे एक decent level of idea लगता है कि कैसी preparation चल रही है, but हाँ ये वो absolute नहीं है.
Right. And the next question is, what level of difficulty should I be aiming for in the mock tests, especially for the LR and DI section?
Okay. So LRDI specifically is kind of tough as far as the past few years papers have been concerned. क्योंकि वो थोड़े mostly logical and थोड़ा puzzle side पे आ रहे हैं DI LRA questions. So DLR में specifically you have to aim for the highest level of difficulty.
Right.
Start solving, difficult questions initially, and then progressively, move towards previous year CAT questions. क्योंकि कई बार कैसा होता है कि CAT पुराने questions को ही modify करके दे देता है. That is something which CAT does. क्योंकि मतलब एकदम से नए question नहीं बन सकते हैं, मतलब that is not possible यार कि एक zone है कि जिसमें questions बनते हैं, उसके बाहर नहीं बनेंगे. तो start with the most difficult questions. You can start with the mock test series of any coaching institute for that matter. उसके बाद make sure कि तुम CAT के पुराने years के papers भी कर रहे हो solve. That is also very important.
Okay. And the next question is, how can I practice critical reasoning?
Okay. So critical reasoning के लिए again. So मेरा RC solve करने का एक basic सा फंडा ही होता था कि मेरे को रीडिंग इंप्रूव करनी है, वो मैं करूँगा न्यूज़पेपर एंड नॉवेल्स रीड करके. उससे रीडिंग स्पीड इंप्रूव होती है, कॉम्प्रिहेंशन इंप्रूव होता है, एंड यू काइंड ऑफ डेवलप अ नैक ऑफ सरमाइजिंग बेटर. एक पैसेज पढ़ के मेरे को समझ आ जाता था कि हाँ ये बोलना चाह रहा है वो, ठीक है. एंड एज फार एज आंसरिंग क्वेश्चंस इज कंसर्न्ड, आई यूज्ड टू सॉल्व क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग क्वेश्चंस. एंड फॉर दैट आई यूज्ड टू सॉल्व, व्हिच आई हैव ऑलरेडी टॉक्ड अबाउट, द 1000 CR फाइल ऑफ GMAT. क्योंकि जो CRA क्वेश्चंस होते हैं वही क्वेश्चंस RC में पूछे जाते हैं, राइट. उसी तरह के क्वेश्चन होते हैं, क्योंकि CR इज लाइक मिनी RC. तो उससे एक क्वेश्चन सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी आती है, व्हेयरएज रीडिंग करके एक comprehension ability आती है. So it is actually a multi-pronged strategy, not even two-pronged, I would say. और भी different चीजें होती हैं. So ये दो चीजें improve करने के लिए comprehension and question solving ability, reading and CR questions तो must है.
Okay, that's nice. And the next question is, what are some of the options after I clear CAT?
Okay, so after you clear CAT, you can apply to different B schools. ठीक है, and yes, if you get an admit from any of the top 30 B schools, like I have got this idea by interacting with a lot of people. अभी intern से होके आए थे हम लोग, वहाँ पे different college के लोगों से भी मिले. So it really does not really matter. So just take it lightly. मतलब that is what I would want to say to the aspirants. कि ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई भी college खराब नहीं होता है, right? It's all about what you gain out of it. ठीक है. Even being in a let's say top 30 college would make sure कि you would do well in your career. ठीक है. So yeah, there are different options in MBA. You can do consulting, you can do marketing, you can go for operations, IT, e-commerce, which is kind of like the fad right now. So you can explore your options.
Lots of options.
Lots of options to consider.
Thanks, Kush. That was really great answers to all of these questions. I'm sure it's helped a lot of people. Okay, so let's move on to some more fun questions in the rapid fire round. So how it's going to work is I will ask you a question and you have to quickly answer with probably the first things that come to your mind. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. So the first question is, what's the best thing about having a twin?
Companion.
Okay. Second question, what's your biggest fear?
Snakes.
Snakes, okay. Third question, what's your favorite thing to do when you're chilling out?
Music.
Okay. Do you play any instrument?
Yeah, I used to play the guitar, still play the keyboard.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm an electronic musician also, so like to compose music on the computer using different softwares.
Do you perform anywhere? Or?
Yeah, actually I DJ. Right?
Oh wow,
yeah,
okay. Do you DJ in college? Or?
Yeah, I have I have played in college as well. I've played outside college. So yeah, that is something which I do, which I really like doing, because I feel that there is this another aspect that you need to have, which which you feel confident and feel nice in. That is music for me. I just kind of feel serene, calm, and it just kind of is motivating for me to
That's
play
nice.
music.
Next question is, what's your favorite book?
Okay, haven't read a lot, but I have read classical literature just because of the CAT prep. So I would say my favorite book is 1984.
Okay.
Why? Because because it is about dystopia, right? And where the state would become too intrusive, which is kind of happening right now in different parts of the world. I wouldn't talk about India per se, for the fear of being haunted tomorrow. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Next question is, what's the next big thing that you want to achieve?
Okay. That's a hard question to answer. I mean, it's like the MBA question. What do you want to do 5 years down the line, 2 years down the line? Next big thing that I want to achieve right now is probably, just making my parents proud. That is what I want to do. Although I'm sure that they may be a little,
sweet.
they may be a little proud of me
already,
but want to make them even more.
That's nice. Sixth question is, who's your musical crush?
Okay, was Madonna before,
Okay.
but now it's Ariana Grande.
Okay, that's nice. Next question, what's the craziest thing that you've done in college?
Okay, I mean, I can think of a few.
Oh, you can think of a few? Okay.
Okay,
Do
crazy.
you want to share that with us?
Okay, yeah, I would share the most innocuous one.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, see, I've like, so I performed for my batchmates.
Uh-huh.
I DJ'd, right? So, and before that, like, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to say this on camera or not, but yeah, we do like drank before and then went on to the stage and performed. So, and after that, you know, chilled and you know, then again went up to the stage and performed.
Okay.
You know, nicely made all my batchmates dance to the tunes as well.
So they had a lot of fun.
Yeah, they had a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Even, you know, I had a lot of fun. Not sure about them.
Oh yeah, okay. Now the next question is, why an MBA? Money, status, or the kind of work that you get to do?
MBA for me would be options. Like it opens up a lot of options.
Okay.
So not exact. Okay, if I have to like fit my answer according to the three terms, so I would say yeah, the number of options or opportunities it gives.
Okay. And the next question is, which fictional character do you resonate with?
Okay. I think I resonate the most with Neo of you know, Matrix.
Matrix?
Yeah.
Do you think the world's coming to an end?
Yeah, I sometimes kind of think that because you know, after breathing the polluted air of Delhi every day and you know just drinking water which is polluted, so I have this.
You think you have to save the world? Are you the chosen one?
Not exactly, yeah. I mean, those are aspects which I don't feel.
No, okay.
But yeah, I do feel that the world may be coming to an end.
Okay. And the last question is, what do you think is the biggest cliche about being an engineer plus MBA?
Okay. The biggest cliche is that you are running after a job perennially, right?
It never ends.
It never ends, right? You after engineering, you had to have the best job. Even after MBA, it was the same way. Nothing changes, right? MBA doesn't change anything. It's just the same, right? Just coated in a different packaging.
Okay. Great answers, Kush. Thank you so much for frankly and very candidly answering the questions. So for that, we have a surprise gift for you, which Gautam is going to help me hand over to you. This is for you, Kush. Thank you so much for coming on the show and being a part of it. So now just some final points that we'd like to touch upon is, how do you remain motivated throughout this entire process of deciding to give this exam, preparing every day rigorously, that routine that you mentioned? How important is the support that you receive from family and friends through this entire process? So what was your experience and what would you like to tell people who are currently preparing for this exam?
So I think motivation bit is very, very important because as people already know that this is very repetitive, right? This is a very regurgitative process. Just have to do each and everything multiple times to kind of get better at it. So just have the end goal in mind is what I would say. एक बार मेरे दिमाग में आ गया कि मेरे को अच्छी परसेंटाइल लेके आनी है, right? So then you can't have second thoughts about it. Can never, right? That is what I used to think. ठीक है, मेरे को पता था कि 100 ही लानी है, तो 100 के तो you have to be the best here, मतलब in India. तो ऐसे ही मतलब because like 20 odd people get 100%, right? And even 99.8 plus 200 odd people in the entire country get. So I थॉट किया जो भी कोई भी चीज़ छोड़नी नहीं है, यही सोचता था मैं, राइट? कोई भी कॉन्सेप्ट आया, कोई भी क्वेश्चन आया जो डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है, मैं सोचता था कि नहीं यार इसको सॉल्व करना ही करना है, क्योंकि अगर मैं सॉल्व नहीं कर रहा हूँ कोई और सॉल्व कर लेगा, वो आगे निकल जाएगा, राइट? सो यू जस्ट हैव टू राइट बी competitive and motivated at the same time. So just have to like constantly reinforce yourself.
But were there moments when you felt कि यार नहीं होगा, I'm feeling extremely down and under, is this really going to happen? Am I going to be able to achieve this?
Definitely, that used to happen a lot. And if I said that कि ऐसा नहीं होता तो मैं मतलब I would have been a white lie for sure, ठीक है? हमेशा होता था ये. Like it used to happen every day. Every day I used to have this doubt यार कि यार मतलब जो मैं कर रहा हूँ would it actually be fruitful in the end? कि actually percentile आएगी? Because in my case again I've talked about that कि मेरी खराब है कैसे, तो मेरी तो 1% मेरे को लानी थी. I had to have 98.6% in any case, नहीं तो मतलब कोई चांस ही नहीं था टॉप 5 बी स्कूल का. तो रोज मेरे को डाउट आता था कि मैं प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ, जरा सा उस दिन कुछ खराब हो गया, कुछ हो गया ऐसा, या प्रिपरेशन सही दी जा रही है तो परसेंटेज आएगी या नहीं आएगी. बट अगेन मतलब ये तो सारी external factors हैं. You just have to like focus on the main thing, that is your preparation. मतलब उसी पे just have to constantly maintain your calm and maintain your like attention. Like just have to be motivated all throughout.
So Kush, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, and we hope that you had a good experience on the show.
Yeah, I think I really liked it. I really liked being in the show. It was kind of a moment wherein I felt ki I'm actually sitting on a TV show, chatting with someone. Felt like coffee with Karan.
And this interview is going to help a lot of people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a really good experience. So thanks a lot, Love, for nominating me for this. I really enjoyed it, and so I guess I have answered most of the questions. But again, right, I feel that there would be some questions जो मेरे आंसर से आएंगे लोगों को, and in general also. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and to Unacademy, because I have made some videos on Unacademy to kind of support you in your prep further. ठीक है, so वहाँ पे जाइए, देखिए videos, और लोगों के videos देखिए website पे, and best of luck for CAT and do really well.
Thanks so much, Kush. So for the last segment of this show, we need you, just like Love nominated you, we need you to nominate a fellow topper who we can invite to this show. Who's going to be your pick?
So I think my pick would be Mukesh Goel.
Okay.
So he's the guy who is the 100% dialer in our batch.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I would nominate him for
excellent.
this.
Okay, so Mukesh, you heard Kush all right. Expect a call from our team very soon. Thank you so much, Kush, for coming to our show and spending time talking to all of us. And again, we wish you all the very best. And I know the placements are coming up, so good luck for that, and
Thanks
good luck for everything that
Thanks
lies
a lot.
ahead.
It was a
Thank you
pleasure.
so much. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.